Today in math we looked at changing mixed numbers into improper fractions. We reminded ourselves of our vocabulary, of our fractions, that a mixed number is a number that contains a whole number and a fraction. As you can see the example here, the 10 is the whole number and the fraction is the 1/2. An improper fraction is a number or a fraction where the numerator is greater than the denominator. So in our example here, we see the 10 is in the numerator, it's over the 2, which is in the denominator. 10 is greater than 2. When changing a mixed number to an improper fraction, we are saying how many parts there are in total, but using only a fraction. So our mixed number here is 2 2/3. Using the diagram, we can see the block here, the rectangle, is divided into 3 parts. That 3 is our denominator. But we can see that all 3 parts are shaded, so that's equals to 1 whole. But if we're just counting the parts, it's got 3 parts. Then next to it, we have the second whole, which makes up for the 2 in the 2 of the whole numbers of our mixed fraction, but we're looking at the parts. And here also, 3 parts are shaded. So now we're going to add 3 to our previous 3. And in our last rectangle, which is also divided into 3, only 2 parts are shaded. So now we are going to add to our previous numbers a 2. And we know 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8. So our new number in the numerator is an 8. And that's 8 over 3. Let's look at another example. 4 1/2 is our mixed number. Well, we've got the shapes here. So the rectangles here, the blue rectangles divided into 2. Well, 2 parts are shaded, so there's a 2. We're counting only the parts now. And then we have the second one. It's 2 parts, also shaded, plus 2. Then we have another 2 parts and another 2 parts. So those are all the wholes, W-H-O-L-E, that make up for the 4, the whole in the mixed number. And then we have that fraction part, the 1/2. Only 1 part is shaded in that last figure. So if we add up 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, we get a 9. That 9 goes in the numerator and the denominator stays the same. So did you notice something? Well, there's a trick. We multiply the whole number, in this case the 4, by the denominator, in this case the 2, and then you add the numerator, in this case the 1. And the total, in this case, is 9, is the new numerator in your improper fraction. And we keep the same denominator, which is 2. So changing the mixed number 4 1/2 into an improper fraction, it becomes 9 over 2. Let's practice. We have a mixed number, 5 3/4. Well, 5 times 4, that's the whole number times the denominator, plus the numerator, gives us 23. So our improper fraction is 23 over 4. Next one, 6 2/3. 6 times 3, that's the whole number, times the denominator, plus the numerator, gives us 20. So our improper fraction is 20 over 3. Then we have our mixed number of 8 3/5. So we take our whole, the 8, we multiply it by the denominator, the 5, and we add 3. And what do we get? Well, 43. So our improper fraction is 43 over 5. Remember, the denominator doesn't change. Last one, 3 2/9. 3 is the whole. We multiply it by the denominator, which is 9. That gives us 27. And then we add the numerator, which gives us a total of 29. So our improper fraction is 29 over 9. The denominator did not change. Now it's your turn to complete your activity in Seesaw.